Hey, fourth graders, this is your math video 2-14. And as we've been talking about, this 2 by 2 multiplication just takes lots and lots and lots of practice. It'd be nice. Let's get it to the camera. Okay, so today, both in your video, which won't be that long, and in live math time later this morning, it's going to be practice, 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 because we actually are going to be moving into the thousands. However, it'll be a 1 by 4. It won't be like double digits on the bottom. So we want to get really good at 2 by 2. We also want to remember that rounding, estimating is so helpful in checking our answers, in making sure that we're in the ballpark. Okay, so let's do this. For our video today, I'm just going to put 2-14. If you want to practice along, that would be amazing. If you want to just watch, you're going to be doing a lot of practice today during live math time, okay? And today is 10-28. Today is Wednesday. All right, so let's do it. We're going to be using the shortcut method, and let's start with 31 times 67. Now, what we're going to review and practice today is a lot of estimating and then solving. So that means that we have 2 jobs. If we estimate, that's going to be the first thing that I do. I'm going to draw like a little arrow. I'm rounding to the nearest 10, right? Because these are just 2-digit numbers, which means the tens place is the place that can go up or stay low. But I look to the right to help me know whether this will round up to 40 or stay down at 30. It's only a 1, which means when I round to the nearest 10, it will just stay at 30. It's barely past it. Times, rounding this to the nearest 10, I'm looking to my number to the right. It's a 7. It's over 5, which means I'm rounding up. So 67 rounds up to 70. Here is my new problem for estimating. I love estimating. It makes it so quick and easy. Now I just look at my whole numbers. I know 3 times 7 equals 21. 2 numbers in the tens place, which means I'm adding their 2 zeros. 1, 2, 3, comma. That means it equals 2,100 when I estimate. That means when I get my true answer to this equation, it should be very close to 2,100. Let's solve it. I'm going to rewrite it. 31 times 67. So now one number must go on top of the other number. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to imagine that it's a 1 by 2. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. There's no more math with the 7, so I'm going to write it all down. 7 is done. I'm going to cross it off, and I'm going to hold its place right here because I'm ready for my second number, which means I'm ready for the second row. It's in the tens place, which means that's where I need to start recording. Now the 6 times 1, that's 6. And 6 times 3, that's 18. There's no more math, so I'll write the whole number down, making sure that it's lined up. Now I need to add these 2 products together, and let's do it. 7 plus 0 is 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 plus 8 is 10, so the 0 comes down. I made a new group, and 1 plus 1 is 2. 1, 2, 3, comma, 2,077. let's look at those. I'm going to highlight those. This was my estimated number. This was my actual number. They're very close. So I would definitely say in the ballpark, and I would probably give myself a check to say I'm on the right track. Okay, let's try another one. Remember, we're going to estimate and solve. Here's your next problem. 46 times 62. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to estimate. That way I can get a ballpark number. So remember, I'm rounding to the nearest 10. There's my tens place. I look to the right. A 6 tells me to round up. So 46 rounds up to 50. If I'm rounding to the nearest 10, I look to the right. And a 2 tells me stay low. So 62 rounds to 60. Okay, this will give me my estimation, my good ballpark. I'm going to take my whole numbers, 5 times 6. I know that equals 30. They're both in the 10, so we have 2 zeros to add to the end. 1, 2, 3, look at that, 3,000. Okay, that means when I actually solve it, I should be fairly close to 3,000. Let's do it. 46 times 62, so I'm really lining them up, okay? Tens and ones. Now I'm going to just start in the ones place. 2 times 6 is 12. The 2 goes down, I carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. I'm going to write it down. There's nothing more in that row, very simple. The 2 is done, the 1 is done. I'm also going to hold this place. I'm starting row 2 in the tens place. So that's why I don't want anything to go there. Let's do it. 6 times 6 is 36. The 6 comes down and the 3 gets carried. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 more, 25, 26, 27. There's no more math. So I'll write it all down. Now I have both products from both places. I'm going to add my 2 products together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 9 plus 6 is 15. 5 comes down. I show my new group. 7 plus 1 is 8. And 2 plus nothing else is 2. 1, 2, 3, comma. Let's look at these 2 numbers. 2,852 is very close to 3,000. I would definitely say that they are in the ballpark. Give ourselves a check, okay? We're going to practice one more. Remember, practice, practice, practice makes us stronger, makes us better. Just like anything. We don't say perfect, we just say better. All right, here's number 3. This will be our last one. This is just nice to have it in video form so that you guys can watch it. You can watch it again later if you need to. Remember, we are estimating and then checking with an actual answer. So let's do 58 times 49. Okay, there's your problem. Our first job is to estimate. Let's round and find the answer. So 58, we're rounding to the nearest 10. I look to the right. 8 tells me round up. So 58 rounds up to 60 times 49. Again, I look to the right. A 9 tells me go up. So 49 rounds to 50. Okay. Here's my equation for estimation. 6 times 5, again, that equals 30, plus our 2 zeros because we're in the tens. So it rounds, or estimation is about 3,000. When I solve this, I should get close to that. Here we go, let's do it. 2 by 2. 58 times 49. Okay, imagine that it's a 1 by 2, makes it easier. Some bigger numbers. This is why in 3rd grade we said, know your facts, know your facts. 9 times 8, 72. So the 2 comes down and the 7 goes up. We'll save it. 9 times 5 is 45 plus 7 is going to be 52. We'll write the whole thing because that was the last number. The 9 is done, I exit out. The 7 is done, I cross it off. Next number, I'm on the 2nd row now. I want to start in the tens place, so I'm putting a 0 so that I don't put any numbers in the ones place. 4 times 8 is 32. The 2 comes down, the 3 gets carried. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 will be 23. And I'm going to line those numbers up. I finished. Now I need to add these two products together. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 3 is 8. And 2 plus nothing is 2. 1, 2, 3. 2,842. That seems really similar to the last one, doesn't it? But they are very close. They are definitely, this is definitely in the ballpark. So I would say I got it correct. I'm definitely within that. So that's wonderful. Super helpful to have this estimation. Okay. All right, 4th graders, that's it. We're going to continue to practice. Today, please make sure that you follow your lesson plans. You are going to be doing for homework and remembering. It is 2-14 because now we're just in practice mode. However, I did assign specific numbers. So go through and make sure that you're careful with that. I did the odds. I did 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. I thought that could also give you some more room on your page. Now remember, just like we've been doing, you have 2 parts. You can use any method, so you're going to solve, right? If you like to use area models, please use them. And then you're also going to round and estimate to check. If you want to do that part first, so you get a ballpark number, please do that part first. It doesn't matter, but you have solving and estimating to check. So you have 2 parts for each problem. That's why I took off half of the problems. I thought you would appreciate that. Okay, so you have 6 problems for practice. And then you are doing all of page 56, which is your remembering. And that's straightforward. Okay, you have a little bit of subtraction, right? You're going to use addition to check. So remember, that's the inverse. So once you get the answer, then you can take the answer plus one of your numbers, and you should be able to add them to find the total. You're doing the opposite, okay? So here's where you can put your addition problem in the check. Number 3 and 4, numbers 3 and 4, it does ask you to sketch an area model. So we want to make sure that you still know how to do that. So sketch an area model, can be any kind you like. And then for numbers 5, 6, and 7, again, more practice. This one says any method to solve, and you are not estimating. So just any method you want. If you don't have enough room, use another piece of paper. Use your whiteboard, okay? And then I'm not going to go over this now because I like you to try your stretch your thinking, but you do need to do this. All right, be ready to check page 55 with me this morning. See you soon.